Okay guys, we're going to be fermenting some veggies today. I've got some snack cucumbers and green beans. I've already got the ends trimmed off on those. They sometimes can hold bacteria in the little knots. You can clean them out or clip them. I just clipped them. My mason jars have already been sterilized. I just dunked them in the pot of boiling water and used my tongs to get them out, laid them on the towel to dry. I minced up about a head of garlic. I've got my pickling spice here. And in that, I put mustard seed, coriander, bay leaf, ginger, black pepper, and I think that's it. Maybe some clove. But I had a batch of this, so I just put a little out here in the bowl. I also made my brine water. This is 6 cups of filtered water with 2 tablespoons of sea salt, and I just mixed it up until it dissolved. So, we'll get started. I've also got a measuring cup to fill up my mason jars and make it easier. So I'm going to set the phone over here, and so you can watch. Okay. So we're going to take 1 mason jar, and I'll start with the cucumbers. You're just going to, let's start with the garlic. Put a 1/6 of that there in the bottom. And then a 1/6 of the spice. And we'll just go and stuff these guys in, as many as we can get. It looks like I've got room for one more if I really shove it in. Good. Okay, so we've got 5 in there. That's good. So I'm going to go over here, get my brine water, and I'm going to fill it so everything is submerged. Isn't that pretty? You can see all the stuff in there floating around. Alright, so we'll set that one aside. And we'll lid it here shortly when we're done. I'm going to show you a green bean one. It's just a tiny bit different. I've got crushed red pepper. I'm just going to add a couple shakes of that. Kind of like my green beans, a little bit spicy when they're pickled. It tastes really good. And I shouldn't say pickled because there's a big difference between fermenting, pickling, canning. Canning and pickling don't really have the health benefits that fermenting does. You're going to leave all these out on your counter for a couple of weeks, just tasting them as you go along to see how they're doing. And you'll see that, you know, this regular old water has turned your vegetables into something so good for your gut and your immune system. So we're going to get as many of these guys in here. Probably only do 2 mason jars of the green beans. I just used what I had left in the fridge. And green beans and cucumbers are a great way. I mean, I would much rather open up a can and eat green beans as opposed to sauerkraut. Just a spoonful of sauerkraut, maybe on a Reuben, but nobody's eating Reubens these days with the gut issues going on around here. So I'm going to go ahead. The only difference is I add the crushed red pepper on the bottom. You could add any kind of pepper in here, really. I'm just going to fill it up with the brine water. Enough so it's all covered, because the water is really going to prevent bad bacteria and mold. this one is just a little bit full, and it's okay, I'll let a little drip out into the towel. Okay, so now that you've seen each one of those, I'm just going to put my sealant into my lid and put it on. And these will stay out on your counter 2 weeks minimum, I would say. At the 2-week mark, give them a taste. Keep them out of the sun. Keep them around 70, 72, 74, around there degrees in your house. Just keep them on your counter or in your pantry. Once you do open them, stick them in the fridge. Once they are fermented, they will keep that that taste. So just want to mix them up and look at all that yummy goodness in there. You can only imagine how good it's going to taste once they're done. But that's it. It's very easy. I'm going to finish doing the rest. I hope y'all enjoyed. I will post the recipe as well for the brine water. It's really easy. And you can do this with anything. You can do it with beets, sauerkraut. I mean, there's so many options for you. Just pick what you like. Okay? Have a great day. Bye, guys.